So by the time we got back to the hospital, it was around 1 p.m. They checked me and I was now at a 6 centimeters. So they admitted me immediately, asked me if I wanted the epidural, and I said yes. So they said, give us about an hour and we'll get the anesthesiologist in here. Granted, I was still like in excruciating pain. So they did give me some medicine in my IV to help me while I was waiting on the epidural, which that did great for about an hour. And then they still hadn't came in to do the epidural, and turns out there was like an emergency in the room next to me, so it was holding up the anesthesiologist. So it was actually about 2 hours before they came in to do my epidural. And by the time they came in, they were like, we're not going to check you, we're just going to go ahead and do your epidural. So they put my epidural in, had to do it twice because it got messed up somehow the first time. The catheter was not in the correct place. So they did it again, and when they did it again, it caused my blood pressure to drop drastically to 70/40. They lost the baby on the monitor for a minute, which is really, really scary. My mom was in the room with me. My fiance was waiting outside because you could only have one person in the room with you while you were getting the epidural. So that was really, really scary. Thankfully, they were able to get it back under control. They got her heart rate back up, and that was super relieving. Then a lot of other crazy stuff happened with my epidural. So they checked me right after my epidural, and I was at 8 centimeters dilated. So I pretty much got to an 8 centimeter by myself without any medication other than what was in my IV. So by this point, I think it was around like 4 or 5 p.m. and they just wanted to wait and let me progress on my own. And eventually, a few hours later, they checked me again, and I was at a 9.5 centimeters. So they were like, okay, well, you know, we can probably let you try to push through this, but let's just wait a little longer and try to get you to a 10. A couple more hours go by, and I was stuck at that 9.5 centimeters for what felt like forever. Then finally they checked me and I was at a 10, and they said, okay, well, we're gonna go ahead and get you ready to start pushing. So I started to push, and every time I was pushing with my contractions, the baby's heart rate was decelling, which was not good, and they didn't like that, especially after what happened with my epidural. I had been kept on the oxygen mask since that had happened with my epidural. So because that was going on, they really were not thrilled with me pushing, and basically the doctor came in and said that if I'm going to make a part 3 because this is about to end again.